We are living in a world of people silently suffering. People like me looking on the outside, but struggling on the inside. People who don't even realize that there's a better way. So functional medicine gave me a new lease on life.
Welcome to Health Decoded, your number one source for real health information, with your hosts, Dr. Alessi and Matt Tack.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Health Decoded podcast, where your host, Matt Tack, is going to run solo today. So I have a very exciting story to tell you today, my journey. So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Today's episode is just going to be raw, real, and probably the most important one I've personally done yet. So I want to take you on a journey, my journey, into functional medicine, into healing and discovering and what it actually means to look good, feel good, and play good. And not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So ultimately, how that journey led me to become a partner at Alessi Functional Health. I know that a lot of people come into the clinic and they're like, who's that tall guy that comes in here like he owns the place? Well, that's me. I handle a lot of the business activities on the backside, the marketing activities for Alessi Functional Health. And then I step in where I need to be. So that is me, but let's back up a little bit. And I want to tell you a little bit about why this all came about. So there was a time not long ago where I just felt off. I felt off. Like I was driving a high performance car with the parking brake halfway on. And if anyone of you ever seen me, I always try to stay relatively fit. I try to look good. But at the same time, I was off. So this is roughly around 2 years ago. I had brain fog. I was depressed. I had just no spark, no edge at the end of the day. I was working out. I looked like I had it all together, but on paper, I should have felt great. But something just wasn't clicking. And here's the thing. At the same time, I had a nutritional brand. I was even hosting the Full Field podcast about health and wellness. Yet something was off. I was preaching something I actually probably wasn't living by because I didn't feel great. And that really hit hard. So here came the shift. There came a moment, and I remember it clearly, where I just said, like, enough is enough. I gotta figure this thing out. And so I was done pretending that everything was just going to be fine. Done living in a body that wasn't absolutely firing on all cylinders. And really, honestly, done giving other people advice necessarily I wasn't following. Like I wanted to feel optimized. So I leaned in. And leaning in started with me becoming one of the first educational patients for functional medicine purposes at Alessi Functional Health. And what it did was chronicled what somebody like me just wants to educate themselves. I wanted to educate myself on, hey, why is my body feeling like this? What do I need? I don't just want to be told, but I want to learn. I want to be more curious about this body that God has given me. So what did we do? We started with blood work, and not just any blood work, real, deep, biometric, lab-based results. Not the basic stuff that you're going to get at your annual physical that they're going to check off and they're going to put you in this range of people that might be 80 years old and 20 years old, right? I wanted to know about me. And so the uniqueness of me. So I uncovered the hormonal imbalances, the nutrient deficiencies, the inflammation that was going on in my body that I had no idea was there. Things traditional medicine never flags. So I got nerdy about it. I dove into the data. I wanted to understand my body at the cellular level, the plan. So what do? We got into the boardroom, targeted supplementation, lifestyle changes, and yes, TRT. I was advised to get on testosterone replacement therapy. The labs confirmed that I was deficient and low, and so I need to get on TRT. It wasn't a magic pill, but it was the spark that I needed to take control. So here's the process of what 2 years look like. Fast forward, the transformation of it all. Fast forward 2 years, my life looks completely different, right? remove the brain fog. That probably took about anywhere from 3 to 4 months where the brain fog was almost completely gone. My mood rebalanced. I had more of a cadence. I wasn't as irritable. I didn't have as much anxiety. I was still working out, but through micro supplementation, through hormone replacement therapy and other things that I added on through the functional medicine approach, man, I felt good. I was more alert, right? My central nervous system was clicking on all cylinders. I had more energy through the roof, right? That 3 o'clock window of I was just dying and I was just wanting to go to sleep and on my couch or in my bed, that was gone. I have energy, right? I was working out in the mornings and I was able to sustain that energy throughout the rest of the day. I'm like, this is crazy. My focus became sharper. I wouldn't even be able to do a podcast like this and stay clearly focused throughout the entire process. And more importantly, I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm thriving. I'm playing good at the game of life, right? That's where my motto comes into play. Look good, feel good, play good, right? Everyone wants to look good so they become more confident. But you want to feel good. You have to feel good in order to play the game good. And the game we call the game of life. And so that was big for me. That transformation, what it did for me physically, mentally, and spiritually is why I made the decision to invest into Alessi Functional Health. I just don't want to be a patient anymore. I wanted to be part of the mission and the vision behind it. So that is ultimately why I became a partner. And here's what I saw. We are living in a world of people silently suffering. People like me looking on the outside, but struggling on the inside. People who don't even realize that there's a better way. So functional medicine gave me a new lease on life. And I believe it can do the same for you and absolutely millions of others. So now I'm not just living it, I'm building it. Alessi Functional Health isn't just a clinic, it's a movement that's going to change lives. So here's some key takeaways that we always love to do in these podcasts. Let me leave you just with a few of my personal journey. Looking fit doesn't mean you're healthy. So don't be fooled by the mirror. It's what's on the inside. If you feel off, trust your gut. You know your body better than anyone. So trust it. Number 3, functional medicine works if you work it. It's personalized, holistic, and rooted in why things are happening, not just what, right? Number 4, invest in yourself. So many people treat their bodies like cars. They hear the ticks and they're like, I'll get to that later. But the reality is we only get one of these. So invest in yourself because nothing else works if your body and your mind don't. And number 5, live by a code. For me, it's look good, feel good, play good. Not just in fitness, but in the game of life. So that's my story from struggling silently to becoming a patient and now a partner. It's something that truly changed my life. If you're feeling stuck, foggy, or just something's off, lean in, start asking questions, and maybe, just maybe, consider what functional medicine could do for you. Thanks for listening in. I appreciate you. And to learn more about how we diagnose, reverse, and heal chronic disease with our functional medicine progress, go to alessifunctionalhealth.com and schedule a consultation with Dr. Alessi or one of our providers and create a personalized plan for lifelong health. Listeners of the Health Decoded podcast always get exclusive discounts and price reductions on all protocols and lab testing. So be sure to mention where you hear about us. And as always, if you found value in today's show, please like, subscribe, share this episode with anyone who needs to hear it. This is how we get the message out. And want to get in touch with us or be featured on an episode? Email us questions at ask@alessifxhealth.com and visit alessifxhealth.com, sign up for our newsletter, and check out our resources page to learn more about our approach to nutrition and cutting-edge therapies. Thanks for tuning in to the Health Decoded podcast. where we break down the science, bust the myths, and help you take control of your health naturally. Until next time, stay curious, stay empowered, and remember, your health is in your hands.
Thank you for tuning in to Health Decoded, where we break down the truth about all things health and empower you to take charge of your well-being. If you found value in today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. For more resources and personalized support, visit us at alessifunctionalhealth.com and sign up for our newsletter. To hear your questions answered live on the show, send them to ask@alessifxhealth.com. That's ask@alessifxhealth.com. Until next time, stay curious, stay empowered, and remember, your health is in your hands.